Greetings everyone, let us now discuss adjustment of a quadrilateral. Now, in adjusting a quadrilateral, first need to do station adjustment. So just like in the previous video, in adjustment of a chain of triangles, you have to do station adjustment. Second one would be figure adjustment. So for a quadrilateral, we have two figure adjustments. The first is that the summation of all internal angles must be 360 degrees, right? And then the second one will be the second one involves opposite angles. So in our example, that means H plus A must equal E plus D. Okay? And at the same time, G plus F must equal B plus C. Okay? So you'll see that later. So let's just write here opposite angles. Now, the last one will be the side condition. And the side condition will be discussed later, so after we've done the figure adjustment. Okay, so let's start. So regarding the first step, station adjustment, we can only do that if we have external angles measured, right? Make sure that the summation of the angles in a particular corner is 360 degrees. But for this example, we do not have an external angle. A, B, C, and D here are not angles, they are just the name of the corners. So if you do not have an external angle, then you cannot adjust for station adjustment. Okay? So let's proceed right away to figure adjustment. Now, as you can see here on the right, I've already written the answers for the adjustment. I will just explain how these were done. So for the first figure adjustment, making sure that all of the internal angles are the sum of all internal angles is equal to 360 degrees. You just simply have to add all these angles. So if you add all these angles, you will get a total of 359 degrees, 59 minutes, and 58.29 seconds. Okay, now if we want to calculate the error, that will be 360 degrees minus 359 degrees, 9 minutes, and 58.29 seconds. So you will get an error of 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 1.71 seconds. Now the correction will be error divided by 8 because there are 8 angles. Distribute them equally, so 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 0.21 seconds. Now we need to add this to all of the angles because you can see here the total is 359 degrees, so it lacks 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 1.71 seconds for it to be 360 degrees. So you basically have to add this 0.21 degrees to all of the angles, and you will get these angles in green right here. Okay, so just add them to each one. Okay, so after doing that, you can then proceed to the second figure adjustment, which involves the opposite angles. Okay, so how do we do that? So let's erase this first. Okay, so how do we do this? So if you take a look at our figure we have right here, as I said earlier, H plus A must equal E plus D, right? So if we add this together, if you perform these operations, so you will get H. What is our H? So let's use the angles in green here because these are already adjusted. So H is 14 degrees, 31 minutes, 45.39 seconds plus A, 63 degrees, 17 minutes, 26.39 seconds. If you add that together, let's just rewrite this. So this should be equal to E. So here's E. We have 47 degrees, 07 minutes, 5.39 seconds plus D, which is 30 degrees, 41 minutes, 18.71 seconds. Okay, so if we add those, you will get here, you'll get 77 degrees, 49 minutes, 11.78 seconds. And on the other side, you'll get 77 degrees, 49 minutes, and 14.1 seconds if I'm not mistaken. And the difference between these two, so as you can see here, obviously they have a different side, so let's quantify this difference. So just subtract both of the values, and let's just disregard the sign for now because we're concerned only with the magnitude. So 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 2.32 seconds. Now, so for the correction, we divide this angle, this difference, by 4. Okay, so we divide them equally. So what will be our correction? The correction will be 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 0.58 seconds. Okay, so how are we going to apply this? Correction? So we must take a look at the left hand side and the right hand side of our equation right here. So 77 degrees, 49 minutes, 11.78, and 77 degrees, 49 minutes, and 14.1 seconds. So the right hand side here is greater, right? So we have here, so since this is greater, you subtract these values, you subtract the correction from these angles. Okay, you subtract it from E and D, and then you add it to H and A. Okay, so once you do that, you will get these values right here. So as you can see here, 26.97 from 26.39. So we added to A. We also added to H. As you can see here, it increased in value. And for E, let's take a look here. As you can see, it decreased in value, 54.81. And then D also decreased. Okay, so that's how you distribute that error. And you can do that again for the angles G and F, and also B and C. And you can check if you got the angles here in colored blue. Okay, so that's how you do figure adjustment for quadrilaterals. Now in the next video, we will discuss the side condition and why we need to apply it. And then the last video after that, we will perform the side condition. Okay, so thank you for watching. See you in the next video.